you were like, oh, I'm doing a rebrand. We say, bro, fuck it, baby. But it's been so cool. I was like, I remember the first one, I was like, hey, now she's global. Like, no more council for the street. Respect us to come.
I'm still council for the street. Nothing has changed. Council for the street. I'm still your girl.
But yeah, I'm actually very proud of you.
Thank you, Val.
I'm probably one of the people you've known the least among your friends, I would say. But how did we meet?
Akosia.
Yeah, it was Akosia.
But then you spotted me.
This was
2019.
It was 2019. I think you had come to Washington, and then I was like, I think what even caught my attention. I was like, hey, which girl is this with the thick lens like that? I see.
That's why you saw me from afar, because my lens is not thick like that.
No, I saw you close. I was like, so I remember when I think we had gone to dance Kizomba. It was one of the nights out, and then Akosia had said, oh, I need to meet this person. She felt like we would gel and stuff. I was like, okay, let's go.
Akosia?
I know, right? This is the perfect thing she was here. So I remember meeting you, and I was like, I know this face.
I remember you mentioned that.
And I kept saying, and one of the things is when I see a face, I actually...
You keep it.
Yeah, right? It's like, I was like, I need to figure. I was like, I figured it out. I was like, were you in Washington? And she's like, yes, I came.
You saw me on the staircase.
Exactly. I was like, I saw you on the staircase. And I was like, I'm not even a guy who is spotting the girls. Yeah. What's going on? Why do I know, right?
Yeah, it means we were meant to meet.
Exactly, and that's one.
And
of the
when we met,
it just.
Yeah.
I remember one of the things that because I think she was traveling at the time when she had introduced. She's like, people shouldn't talk because I feel like you get along and leave me on the way. I was like, I said,
like that or I don't know.
She would come and she's like, did you talk to Pauline? I'm like, okay.
Where is she now, Ka? I'm going to Wednesday. Where is she?
Czech Republic somewhere, you know. But yeah, it's been so fun getting to know you.
Yeah. You know, a while ago I was telling you that you are one of the people that I take your views seriously. Because Val, knowing you, I feel that you are that friend who doesn't say what I want to hear. You tell me in my face. Like, you give the objective view. I mean, you can witness that there have been some challenging situations that I have come to you to seek your counsel. And seriously, because there's been situations where you've literally helped me to come through with the next step about a situation I was in. And I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh,
don't cry.
But I feel honored that you feel that way about me. And I always say, even if I wouldn't do something, I would never give someone counsel that I feel it's not going to help them. I know recently one of the things we were talking about was how you being in this space, I know you recently graduated. Congratulations again. And all of that, and how...
You know, I've forgotten about that. That I actually...
Because you didn't go work. We had plans. You didn't go work. But I remember one of the conversations we had was around how it's like you're constantly putting stuff out there and how people are perceiving. How do you feel about... Like, when have you interacted with people and felt like they almost feel threatened by your success?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still feel that way, or how has that changed?
Yeah, I think that thing is still there. You know, I'm the kind of person, I've had this feedback from people that when they see me at first, they feel, oh, this girl is too known, or this girl is unfriendly, or she's just geeky or something like along that line. And then they get closer to me and they realize that I'm here, like I'm the coolest. I'm not the coolest per se, but I mean...
No, but you're the coolest. I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
So I remember, I think there was some issue with car and I had to pick you from work when I was at age.
Yeah.
And then I came with a work colleague of mine. And then you come to sit in the car and you were like, oh, I'm so sorry I kept you waiting and blah, blah, blah. Man, so today he still talks about you. He's like, I follow her on what's it called, LinkedIn. She seems so professional. I thought but she's so down to earth.
Yeah.
I saw on your feminist way home, so boy.
Oh, Charlie.
It's like being feminist doesn't mean you are a mean person or anything.
Talking about feminists. Oh, sorry. Please.
But then recently he said I should tell you that he wants to be your PA. I'm like, yeah,
I can't pay him. I can't now.
Hey, I'm not saying your money.
Hey, no, be more. It's a crabia.
Yeah. He still talks about it today and how like, oh, she's very down to earth and blah blah.
That's nice.
And I'm like, you don't see people and just assume that, oh, they might be looking down on you because they feel like they're. I mean, they set goals for themselves and they've achieved it along the line. So that has been.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first question you asked, even when I graduated recently. Somebody went to tell someone that, Anna, this girl, what at all is she looking for?
I remember we had that conversation. I actually remember.
You know, like, what am I looking for?
And I remember my answer. We all have 24 hours. What you choose to do with it,
It's up to you.
don't
Allow
worry
people
about
to
the
do-
next
Yeah.
person. Because at the end of the day, you're all in the legal field. You have different
Yeah.
specialization. I mean, you're in green energy. You're probably in something else.
Yeah.
You don't look at someone and be like, oh, she's overdoing it. Like,
Yeah.
per whose standard? You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I get that a lot, and then when people get closer, they realize that, oh, I'm not that strict, or that I'm really, really, really cool. Yeah.
You are cool.
Aw.
You're cool. I
Thank you.
think me, I didn't, when I met you, I didn't meet Pauline the lawyer because we're out dancing. And one thing you don't know about Pauline will dance. She'll say she's tired. She'll get off work. And she says she's tired. But she will literally dance from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
I know, right? I
She
mean,
would- She would-
that's a lot.
And
for
she
me.
does it in heels. I'm like, how do you do it? But
It's
yeah.
dancing,
But
it's
you.
having fun. Yeah.
The other thing I want to talk about is, like I said, we
I
have.
had a question for
Okay,
you.
I'm going to
because
listen to your question.
You mentioned feminists, and you know how people have views about feminism and all that. So I want to hear your perspective of feminism. What does it mean? Unless maybe it's a controversial topic that you don't even want to talk about, then we can move on.
I
to your
mean,
question.
we can touch on it a little bit. Like what I always say to people, just because I don't like to have all that extra back and forth with people, is you need to understand the basics of it. And I remember one time I had a whole lecture. That's why now I don't even talk about it. I'm like, there are waves to it, and the first wave, they were interested in trying to make sure that women had the right to vote. There was the suffrage movement and all of that. But slide down all the way to about mid 2000s and stuff, it's now become like almost like this men bashing thing, and I don't necessarily subscribe to that. I'm more of the opinion that as a feminist, and what I believe is that you give people the chance to be who it is they want to be. If someone wants to be a housewife, stay in the house.
Allow them.
You have to respect that. If
Yes.
somebody wants to be a go-getter like Pauline, you have to respect that. And I mean, they would create the environment for them to thrive in those spaces. So when I talk, like the simple thing is everybody needs to be what they want to be.
Exactly.
If I want to be stay-at-home wife, I want to be a businesswoman, I want to be whatever it is, I should be allowed to.
Do you think that a lot of women know exactly what they want? For example, some people will be housewives because that's what they've been conditioned to be. Maybe they have a lot of potential, but they just don't know. So it's okay to be a housewife. My mom has been a housewife for like forever, just because of us.
Okay.
And when we grew up, she became whatever she
Thriving
wants.
in her business.
Exactly.
I love it for her.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So depending on what stage you are in life, you can choose to be whatever you are. So I completely agree with
Yeah.
you. But then do you think that a lot of women know exactly what people, let's just use people. Do you think that people know exactly what they want to do and that informs their choices?
I think that answer would be yes and no. It all boils down to your level of exposure. Okay, you saw your mom be a housewife at some point, but then she also opened the portal for you. She was very strict about education. You had to go about your education, and through that socialization out of your home, you got exposed to different things. I'm going to school. I'm doing this. I want to do better for myself and all of that. You did that. So I feel like to your question, I feel like it's really depends on what you're exposed to that informs. Because maybe somebody up north, all they've seen is their mom be housewives.
Yeah.
And traditionally it's like, oh, Beman equals school, for lack of a better term. So she grew up around that, and maybe she'll go through a life process where maybe she got married, she felt like she wasn't treated justly by the husband. She comes out of that, and then you reorient your entire thinking about you're like, okay, what do I need to do to take care of maybe the kids I have, or just to sustain myself, because I'm not a kid anymore where I go to my parents' house and
Yeah, exactly.
they have to fend for you. So at different stages, it requires different.
Yeah. But then I feel that feminism also helps women to know better and do better. So that, but I feel that's exactly the point people also get wrong in helping women to advance, because you want to encourage others to be better, but you can't assume that being a housewife is their worst.
No, it cannot
so,
be their worst.
Yeah.
Because for someone, I have a good friend, right? Like, one of her life's passion is to ensure that her kids, because she's worried about the world we are in right now, and she feels like she needs to give attention to the kids to make sure that they grow up to be decent people, have empathy. There are certain traits she wants her kids to have. So she's prioritizing that in her life right now. And I love it for her. We talk every day. Like, I mean, probably we talk every day, and like it's important for her to go through that. And I love that for her. Like I'm saying.
That's what she wants to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she understands why she has to be there for the kids.
And she has a reason. I mean, she has all the exposure in the world, but like,
exactly, yeah.
I've done this, I've done that, but right now I have this number of kids I have to cater to, and then she's doing that.
Yeah, that's amazing. So let's talk about love.
This topic.
I feel like Val.
I'm listening.
Val, why don't you have a boyfriend?
Why don't I have a boyfriend? Hey, Pauline. Pauline has broken it down to a science. Yeah. She said I like friendship too much, but it's important to me. I can understand the concept of love, but I also understand for you to have a more long-lasting thing. It's beyond that initial attraction, you know. I mean, there are days you'll not be feeling like full of that, because they'll be doing something, you'll be looking at them like, are you okay?
Yeah.
So I guess my struggle has been ensuring that we are friends, and then I'll let you continue.
Ensuring that you are friends, and then you become so close as friends, and now it's so weird to be in a relationship. Wow, you have to change.
So that's been the struggle.
I've been praying for you.
You know, I did fasting now.
That's fasting. Yeah.
But
on a more serious note, I appreciate. I think these days people rush into relationships. I mean, it's nice to have companionship and all of that, but much of the time you see people rushing into relationships and getting it all wrong, or because they feel lonely, or they feel that they need somebody to talk to and all of that. But when we are intentional about the people we invite into our lives, especially those we want to spend the rest of our lives with, we are making key decisions in our lives, and so we have to really take our time. And that's, I respect you very much for that. Wow, there are a lot of things about you that I respect you for. You are grounded in what you believe in, and I wish that you have a boyfriend. Can you?
But Pauline, but you also understand that I'm that way because, to a large extent, I've come to understand myself. And the point you're making, I feel like a lot of people haven't necessarily understood who they are as persons. They crave that attention, that bond with people, and it's, I don't want to use this word, but it's a lot of times it's from a very lustful stance. So for me, I think it's important, like, you have that basis, that friendship, like, you know that this person is my friend if something I'm going through. And I don't want to talk about this because I know last year I had counsel for the streets. But yeah, we had a conversation around an incident I had to go through and how I felt about people who I thought would be there for me and didn't, versus people I thought. And I feel like that incident also sort of really solidified, because, and I think I've told you this before, I pick my friends. I know you said that you
what's wrong with you don't let somebody pick you pick them. So you picked me.
I said
you picked me.
I said, Pauline, you are an amazing person, you're my friend. I said, Pauline, I picked my friend. She's like, you pick people, they shouldn't pick you. I was like, no. The last time somebody picked me, I'm going. I said, and underlining competition be with her now. I don't want none of that. But through and through, I've enjoyed our friendship.
Me too.
I like that it's evolving in different ways. I like that I'm like, when somebody comes to me, I was like, I have a lawyer for you. You
I
don't
know,
need
right?
to. I said, I said, go and talk to
Yeah.
her. It's like, hey, the chat. I was like, no, she's my girl. You have to give her the money.
I mean,
You have to give her the money, but
the money is
but
good.
also because
Yeah.
you do a good job. You're very
Thank
thorough,
you.
and then you're also very passionate about what you do. So
Thank
I
you
love
so
that.
much. Wow. Thank you very much. Let's talk about your ambitions.
Okay.
Wow, what are you ambitious about?
So
I mean, when I think of the stories you've told me about your younger self and how you bought a car at a very young age in college in the US, and like I can see a woman who you try for yourself. You try for yourself, and at this point, I want to know what your ambitions are. Like, what's your biggest life ambition? Did I catch you off guard?
So yeah, you did.
Sorry.
You did, but it's okay.
I'm not sorry,
It's I know you're not sorry. Happy minimum, you're not sorry, but it's what it is. So when I think about ambition, I think I've been on a certain track, diplomacy, over the last couple of years, and I think ideally I still have a passion for that. But then at the basis of all of that, I was trained in international development, and having recently returned back to Ghana, there's a lot of things I'm trying out just to figure out where I need to be. But ideally, one of my big interests is to find ways to export different stuff, like ensuring that things are processed in Ghana and able to go to different shows. So that's one of the things, and I mean, some of the conversations and different that I'm working on. So I want to be able to see that through and make sure I'll be like, oh yeah, Val did this, Val did that.
Yes.
She was able to connect this person to this opportunity abroad. And I think maybe at some point I'll come back to diplomacy. And maybe sometime down the line I'll be a counselor. I think I actually have the gift of listening to people.
I agree.
And
100% agree.
And working with them through.
Do you want to be a
psychologist? I think for the longest time I tried to run away from that, but like sometimes you realize it's
your
your truth. At some point in my life I will go back to that. I would definitely in the counseling.
Who are the people who have impacted you most in your life?
Start with my parents. I think the older you get, we've had a conversation about it, there's some newfound appreciation you have of them. As much as you have your issues
Your own
here and
issues,
there, you still think that that they did the best with what they had for you. Like I'll give you my story. I left very early, been on my own, but then my parents were constant speaking, ensuring that I was going the route I could call them about anything. Oh, I'm doing this. Maybe I want to try. They would listen to me. Career-wise, there was a lady who I've spoken about
at the embassy.
Yes, she's passed on now, but sometimes stuff will happen. Yeah, she rests in peace. Some stuff will happen. I was like, oh, I wish I could tell her about this. I know she'd be proud versus, oh, I told you, because she was one of the reasons I moved to Ghana.
Yeah.
She was like, you would do so. She used to say it, and I'm just like, this woman. But yeah, in hindsight, I see a lot of things. She's been like a coach across the board. Relationship-wise, everything. She's just been very well.
Yeah.
So yeah. And you, what are your ambitions beyond this and everything, all the amazing things you have?
Wow. I don't know. I think I just want to. I'm passionate about Africa.
Okay.
I'm very passionate about the continent, and I like to see the continent as a place of opportunity. I like to see the continent as, we tend to victimize ourselves a lot. And oftentimes, in the grand scheme of things, when we are talking about global issues, Africa is seen as that small thing down there.
Yeah, that doesn't make any impact in
at all.
Yeah,
and how you see yourself translates into how others see you. We've always belittled ourselves in so many different ways. But we are very important in global affairs, especially with this green transition. And I want to change the narrative.
And you're doing it.
Yes, so I think this is
this is your
it,
calling.
right?
This is your path.
Yeah, working in a Pan-African business law firm is also an intentional choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have been anywhere else.
Exactly.
But the founder of AB and David Africa being a Pan-Africanist, David, being my mentor he helps me to see Africa differently. And I think my ambition is to be part of a movement that makes Africa the leader in global affairs. I think that's it. Yeah, and I choose green transition.
I love it for you.
Yeah.
So if you had to meet your younger self, I know I've seen you do like that younger self. What age would you want to meet yourself in? What kind of conversations do you think you have with your younger self?
I would want to meet my younger self in senior high school, because this was, as a young person, you are shaped, your ideologies and your ambitions are being shaped by the exposure that you have. At senior high school level, you are going into adulthood. I mean, you're in your teens, but then you are getting into the older teen, and whatever happens to you in that moment could
very key.
It's key. It could change the kind of person you will become. Back in senior high school, I did not understand a lot of things. I was very lucky to have people in my life like my mom who would conscientize me to tell me that, look, where you are is not just a school, but you are schooling for life. You are going to school for life. And I wish at that time I understood. I just listened because it's my mom talking. So if I met but if I would tell myself that any situation I find myself, I can overcome, because anything is possible for me, right? So wherever I find myself, I mean, we all want to have good life and all of that, but in the challenging moments, we have to know that there is always a way out. So if I were to meet myself, my younger self, it would be my senior high school days, assuring myself that, look, discomfort is temporary. Just strive, keep going, and all of that. Yeah. So that would be
the
age.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If I should answer that question, what age would I want to see me myself?
I was going to ask you anyway. So
I know you was coming, so let me
answer it yourself.
Yeah. I think it would be my first years in college. My early years in college. I think, why early years in college? I just want to give myself a hug.
Aww, just a hug.
It was.
Tell me.
I don't think I've ever really even voiced it out. I think it was different. It was like 16, you go to high school, you leave what you've always been known for, then you move to a different country, and you're supposed to do college, and you don't necessarily have family. I think I was really hard on myself, because I was like, I have to do this, blah blah blah, and the least failure, I was like, it was a blow to me. But when I look back, and I didn't really enjoy the experience, because I was like, I can't fail. I have to do this. Like, you have people who have put so much trust into you. So I was just like a zombie, like ensuring that I had to do what exactly.
Do.
So just give myself a hug and tell myself that I should enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. You do what you need to do, but that, like, just enjoy the process and trust your path. Like, you eventually get to it, because there's no single experience I've been through that I feel like I want to change, because it shaped me into the person I am today. So just hug myself and say, enjoy the process. Don't overstress things. Don't overthink things. Just be present. Because I was always looking for what's next.
What's next?
That anxious, exactly. Yeah. I had to disassociate myself from that anxiety once I got out of college. I was like, you know what, you're an adult now. You need to stop doing that. So just my early years in college, I'll say that would be.
And that's also showing kindness to yourself.
Exactly. But I know I'll be late, because right now I become punctual. Why am I in Ghana and punctual? I'm always crying.
Oh, don't do that.
But yeah, I'll definitely be late, because back then, I was a different person.
Always on time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's good to be on time, though. Coming from me, it's good to.
I was about to say, who's this? But yeah.
Okay, what's your book recommendation? What book would you recommend? And why? And I won't kind. You don't read.
You know, I like to write more than I read.
I know.
But if I would, I mean, it's a book I want to read right now.
Mhm.
Chimamanda's latest book, Dream Count. I want to actually read that, so I would recommend that. We could read it and have a conversation about
Yeah,
it.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So she's been one of my favorite African, the spirit of
Yeah.
Pan-Africanism.
So,
She's one of my
Chimamanda.
favorite African
Mhm.
writers. I've read every book she's ever written, so that's the only one I haven't read yet. So definitely that would be her. What's your favorite book?
oh, I love Robert Greene. Anything Robert Greene, I'll go for. Art of Seduction, 48 Laws of Power.
Cancel bonnet.
Mastery. I love Mastery. And it's with Robert Greene. It's from Robert Greene that I came to understand my journey.
Yeah.
Because he talks about how important it is to try life so that you know your path. And in knowing your path, you also have the patience to learn and grow and become the master that you should be. Yeah.
Whatever field.
Of whatever field. Yeah, but you've got to try so many different things. So sometimes I feel that a lot of people feel lost because they are doing so many different things, but they're actually geniuses because they are trying a lot of things to discover. It's one way to discover yourself, and it's another way to learn so many different things about the world, and then make a choice, narrow down to what you want. Yeah,
I like that. I should probably read it then.
yeah, you should. You love it. That's why I don't like fiction. I mean, this is
It's
a
like
real
waste of my
life
time.
experience. Waste of my time. I'm doing the real life.
Some of us we need an escape. So you can't be
All the next.
So what's your green obsession?
My green obsession now is to get Africa to lead the green transition globally. That is my obsession. That's how I'm doing it.
I love it. Yeah. My green obsession is very selfish. It comes in the sage green, BYD, sea lion.
Which we did a test drive for, right?
We did a test drive. You missed the test drive day, but we went and test drive it.
I went to Kapusia
I
already.
did go with that. We're in love with it. We're so in love with the car. But yeah,
I pray that someone gives it out to you on your bed. No, your birthday is too far.
it's too close. It's June.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, we remember.
Oh, yeah, I pray someone gives
Amen.
Why do I think you are so far? Oh, yeah, you will get it.
Amen. I'm back with the bedroom.
I just said Korea.
Now the miniature one is prepared bread. It's like
I just said that. But the reality will happen soon. So, what are your last words?
my last words. Oh, Pauline, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Val.
I feel like since I've met you, everything you said you would do,
Oh,
you've actually, like, we'll be there. I'm like, may see you. The next thing was
it's done.
And I also want to say thank you. I know that you say that you listen to me about a lot of things too, but especially last year, I know that's also another emotional conversation I don't want to get into, but I'm so grateful. I still remember Polly just comes and then she sits on the couch, goes to bring Kinky down. Yeah, Polly, her thing is she will show up for you. And one of the things you always tell me is that you make time for what's important. And since I've known you, you've always treated me like I'm important. So anytime I had to do something, Polly, I need you to be here. I remember last week, I had this whole thing at work. I was like, Polly, I'm not. It's like, what do you need? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, you guys came through, and I'm so grateful for your friendship.
Thank you.
I just pray that God just continues to bless you on your journey, everything you set out to do, that you're able to achieve it.
Thank you.
And that you will be the beacon in Africa that we all know you will.
Yeah, and I'm working with you all the way because you're also a serious Pan-Africanist. We are in this together.
I know.
Green transition.
You came You come to play. I was like, color scheme. But yeah,
but wow, thank you so
You're
much.
It's been fun. I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, me too.